book run that we're starting with here
Mm-hmm.
is a little bit darker than the original run that I read when I was a kid. And the G.I. Joes have faked their death so they can be part of this elite system. And Beach...
Oh, like Men in Black or something like that.
Yeah, and Beach has had his mind erased. His memories erased.
What a cost.
At what a cost, right? And
yeah, you can't fantasize about not having anything to do.
Right, but Duke can.
Yeah.
And that's the conversation.
Beach can vicariously.
And that's the conversation that they're having here is, what do you miss about the old world? And Duke says what he misses, and Beach can't come up with anything.
Yeah.
And then we meet Scarlet.
So they threw a whole page at us for this to give us kind of the whole landscape or like the perspective of this underground. It looks like a whole city.
Oh, I love this because this is toys. When you see,
so
see,
you're seeing all the different vehicles that you can have for your Joe.
Yeah, I had that helicopter, and my best friend David Gaynor back home had this rocket launcher thing up there.
Nice. You had a rocket launcher?
Yeah, the helicopter was just awesome, and like everything had a toy. These were all 30-minute.
I wasn't looking at it through the lens of the toys, but it does do. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna start looking for that now.
Yeah,
shots for toys.
The 30-minute cartoon was a 30-minute commercial.
Did anyone have the car, the 6-wheeler?
Let me find. That 6-wheeler comes up. That what is her name? She's Dial Tone. These names are hilarious. So Dial Tone comes up and says, "Get to the shop. Scarlet needs to talk to you." Scarlet is in charge here. Duke is not in charge. But there's also kind of like a back and forth between Duke and Scarlet that I don't know. All right, so we meet Scarlet. What do you think about Scarlet? James, I lost you. James, I think you put the microphone on mute. Oh, no, I lost James completely. All right, I'm going to go back. I'm going to mute the show. All right, so to bring you back up to speed, I'm still waiting for James to call me back, but to bring us back up to speed, we lost... Oh, there's James right now. James, are you there? Oh, tell me what you think about Scarlet.
Oh, okay. She's a multitasker.
Yeah, codename multitasker.
Right?
Yeah. And she is putting out fires. And one of those fires is...
Well, I guess I didn't really go into her that much. She's type A. You know, like sometimes they make like I mean, she's the one in charge for sure, but like she's not like nitpicky or she's not
She can delegate.
Yeah, she's more delegating than like complaining.
Right, and
she's the one who like should be complaining.
Right, because she's got a lot on her plate. She's got this offshore investigation, sunken ship.
She's got to deal with Joe.
She's got to deal with the whole Joe enterprise, the whole Joe thing, and then she's got to deal with.
Do you call him the Joe? Who are are the Joe just like a certain type of, or is everybody Joe?
Everybody's a Joe.
Everybody's a Joe.
You know, all of this stuff should just be so ingrained in me because I watched G.I. Joe so much when I was a kid.
Is Scarlet a Joe?
Scarlet is a Joe.
Okay.
Everybody we see here is a Joe. Even the there's even something in the bad guys that are Joes. You know, like
some of the bad guys are Joes.
No, there's just a silly yo Joe, everything's a Joe. Anyway,
there is very like 80s type dialogue
Yeah.
Like, some of the phrases of the things that Duke says are just a little bit, like, not phrased like how normal people talk.
Yeah.
Normal modern people.
Yeah. Some of the writing is a little 80s, a little dated. And I kind of like
but it's
that.
done on purpose. And it's not overdone, too. I thought it was done well. Like, enough just for some flavor.
Yeah.
I'll see if I find an example.
Yeah, so Scarlet is handling all these fronts, including a threat that we have yet to discover. Is it a person? Is it an organization? Is it a code word? Cobra. And she's chasing down this lead. Like, what is this Cobra? And we met Cobra in issue 0, which I had meant to read for tonight, but I didn't. But so Cobra, and then of course there's Big Brass in there who's like throwing his weight around. Duke's hanging back. Duke and Scarlet have romantic inclinations.
So it hints at that, but it doesn't say it very explicit. Like that there's history, but we don't really know what.
Yeah, they don't knock it over the head, but they give you that little bit of history.
Yeah.
And then this is my favorite part of the book. And I read this book twice because I was a little bit lost in this. But we jump cut to this beautiful Italian villa, and
like a Miami kind of guy.
Yeah, big Miami type of guy, and he's on the phone with somebody unknown.
He's got like the printed shirt with the not buttoned up all the way, or like not buttoned up at all, and he's sitting on like the palatial estate with like the swimming pools and the people milling around who they could be just like bodyguards or models.
Yeah, these are the bodyguards for this guy who is facilitated not one but 2 of these tanker ships to transport this thing that we saw earlier, but we didn't see. Yeah. We don't know what it is yet. And
we don't know which side he's really even on.
Well, he's on the bad guy side. He's the money man facilitating.
Yeah, but he looks like he could be a bad guy that another bad guy is going after.
That is so easily seen here. I think the writing just does that job for you. It's like nobody this goofy looking
he's
can
in
be
charge. He's upset that the thing happened, so we know that it can't be him.
Right.
Kind of thing.
Nobody this goofy looking can be he can't be the head of this organization. He is just a facilitator. He's used his money, his clout to get this boat on the open seas, and both of them went down. One went missing, one went down.
He does seem like the head of something, though. He's definitely very, very high up.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have the kind of smarts, it seems.
Yeah.
To lay low a little bit.
Right.
Or he seems very, I don't know, he seems like the guy the one step down, maybe.
Yeah, he's one step down. I think he's a couple steps down. But he instantly gets jumped upon by this badass. Look at all this costume. Look at this guy.
Yeah. So I couldn't tell if this guy teleported or if it was magic. It almost seemed like
I don't get this. And this is why I read this twice. Where did he come from? He's a ghost. And they call him the ghost. They're Russians.
Okay.
They speak.
Yeah, there is some Russian speak in here.
And they call him the ghost. And he gets he shoots all of the bodyguards, almost all the bodyguards. The head honcho, open shirt, whatever you want to middleman, gets away, gets behind the couch.
Yeah, drives away in his fancy car.
And he's almost dead. This bad guy's got him dead to rights when he disappears for whatever reason. And the reason he disappears is somebody else gets the jump on him. And then there's also this weird pink goo thing. Yeah, so I
didn't get that, what that was.
I did not get that, and that is not inside of my Joe world.
That wasn't its own toy?
No, I don't know what this
goo?
is. This is why I read this twice. I was like, what is this? This is
It
magic.
seems important. And, okay, so let's look at the panels, because this was confusing to me, too. Because they don't even really match, like, sequence. Because one, he's, like, touching it with his hand, and one, he's touching it with his foot. Like, do you see what I mean? Like, it almost doesn't follow.
Yeah, he almost disappears. So basically this badass with this amazing armor and guns and blah, 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 jumps over the couch, and then there's some Russian speak. Nico doesn't want to die this way. This guy's name's Nico. And then he just disappears, and he's all gooey puff of dust. He leaves his gun, and...
Like, I can't even tell if the stuff is really sticky or not.
Yeah, he's just gone. So it's weird. So this guy's a ghost. And that's what the Russians call him. And just like that, boom. Oh, we meet somebody. We meet a new ghost. We meet... Oh, so this guy makes break. He makes it off. He makes his getaway in like the hot car.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, and this is the way I read this. I think the reason that the other guy blasted off in a puff of pink goo, is because Snake Eyes shows up. Now this character,
and maybe that's like part of a weapon.
This
This
character that you just meet. Oh, maybe he shot him. Maybe Snake Eyes took him out.
A special kind of bullet or something.
Maybe Snake Eyes took him out. Maybe that's what it was. But this Russian guy says, "Oh."
So then the other thing I was thinking about, you made a reference to that hologram earlier.
Uh-huh.
And it makes me think that like hologram technology might be like relevant or important.
Oh.
And that kind of seems similar to like this ghost's ability to, or like what we're seeing here, and we're kind of confused by.
Yeah, I'm a little bit confused by this scene.
Yeah.
But it introduces everybody's and mine favorite character, Snake Eyes.
Snake Eye. It's a good name.
Snake Eyes is a ninja. He's been trained ninjutsu, and he is he doesn't speak. He does. He's absolutely silent. And his
what a great character trait.
His debut in the original comics is this amazing, like, he goes in and saves all the Joes who are captured.
Yay.
And it's a completely silent issue.
Oh, that's cool.
Issue 8.
A completely silent issue.
Issue 8. And it's got a classic, and actually they go, if you go back to the covers gallery in this one, they do homage to that cover, that issue 8, where he's hanging from the rope. Anyway, so we meet...
Wait, Larry, I got a question for you. So you know the term Snake Eyes is like 2 1s in dice?
Oh, sure.
Right? Why is it Snake Eyes instead of like any other eyes?
I don't know. Maybe they're little?
Oh, maybe.
Little eyes?
Because, like, every thing that has eyes has 2 eyes, and they all have 1 dot in the middle.
Sure.
But maybe Snake Eyes are, like, a little different or something?
Yeah, nobody would be like, come on.
But then the other thing,
Larry
Snake Eyes makes me think about Cobra.
Yeah, see, I get
Snake
that too.
Eyes ever like a double agent or something?
Well, those stories go there. They do. But Snake Eyes has a brother named, what is his name? Snowblind? Oh my God. I'm like getting all over the place now. Snow White Eyes? Something white. You'll meet him in future issues. Actually, I think he might even be on the cover of the
he might be on the cover of the first issue.
One of these issues. Yeah, one of those cover galleries. So when
there are like 8 covers, so I guess someone's got to be on them.
James, you got to describe Snake Eyes, like his, like, look at that outfit. I mean, 3 grenades. So
Yeah, I guess the grenades is kind of a... Yeah, that is what... It's funny, though, that's what you're looking at, because that's what the action figure would have.